Hola, buenas tardes. Bienvenido una vez más a uno de mis streams de YouTube. Hoy haremos al 100% todo el contenido de la nueva versión de Genshin Impact. Y vamos a tirar ahora mismo por Kazuha y Heisu. Voy a tirar ahorita voy a hacer nada más singles por ahora. Voy a ir a singles. Tengo el soft pity, el asegurado. Tengo el pity en 73, que esa fue en donde me quedé la vez pasada. Había perdido, está ahí por tercera vez el 50-50 ahí con Ayaka por una Jin C1. Y en el permanente me volvieron a dar otra Jin y la tengo ahora C2. Así que vamos a ver ahora qué me toca ahora. Entonces aquí vamos. Pero conseguir rápido ahí a Heisu. Conseguir a Heisu rápido. No me vaya a tocar ahí toma, porque ya lo tengo ahí a C6. Bueno, yo digo que toma me va a volver a salir. Y entonces, o sea, que ladilla. Bueno. Ok. Tirada número 74. Nada. Nada. Otro. 75. 76. 77. Ok. Yo digo que viene ahorita en la 78 este caso. Ok, 79. What the fuck, loco. Me voy a ir para el 80. O sea, diablos. ¿Qué carajo? 81. Ya vino. Perfecto. Vámonos para el banner de Klee ahora. Vamos a hacer multi ahí. Ningún C2. Bien. ¡Sin-Q! Ok, ya lo tengo, creo que hace 5 ahora el Sin-Q. Lo tengo ahora hace 5. La verga, ¿vale? Coño, Heisu. Bien, lo tenemos. Tenemos a Heisu. ¡Vamos! Bueno. Ya listo. No voy a tirar más. Excelente. Lo tenemos a Heisu. Ah. Kazuha y Heisu. 2 por 1. Voy a tenerlo ahorita a nivel 1 porque no tengo libros ahora mismo.
The name's Shikanoi Heizo. sharpest, and most successful detective of the Tenryou Commission. Huh? Oh, my goodness. Life's really put you through the ringer recently, hasn't it? I can tell. Here, why don't you take a seat? Tell me the whole story.
Kazuha.
Come driving rain or winds that churn, I shall return by blade alone, armed if barefoot, to my home. I am Kaidahara Kazuha, a wanderer who roams the land. Since we are both travelers, let us journey together for a time.
Constelación de Ninhuang. A ver, está por aquí. Y constelación de Xingqiu ya está hace 5. C5 de Xingqiu. Y la C2 de Ninhuang. Me parece perfecto. Por lo menos no apareció Toma joderme. Gracias. Por lo menos no apareció ahí Toma para joderme. Perfecto. Bueno, Sacarosa, llegó tu hora. Despídete de tus artefactos. Ahora qué cáliz le voy a poner. Desde bono de daño a Piro. Lo tengo en Joy-Milla. Ahora que le pongo. Así. Va a ser así, ya va a ser así. Maestría. Vale, así. A probar a Kazuha. Nivel 1. Kazuha nivel 1. ¿Dónde está?
Want me to come along?
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Ya, Jesus.
I'm on the case. One with nature. Sha! Chip! Chip! Sha!
Right here. Right now. Emerge. Show them. Right here. What a nuisance. Rest and emerge. Come on out. Right now.
Into the wind.
Bro.
This is the end.
Ah, mira, dice lo mismo que el Traveler.
Right now. Show them. Emerge. Allow me.
Hola, Dos Slayer. ¿Qué tal? Hola, Nako. Bienvenidos al
Right
directo.
here. Right now. Emerge. I'm always watching.
Perro.
Now
Ay, me
you've
vas
got
a
my
matar,
attention.
animal.
Right here. Come on out.
Lol.
Right now. Rest and rebuild. Billowing surge.
Ok, a ver qué materiales utiliza este huevón de Heisu. A ver. Está por aquí, es nivel 1. Aquí arriba, lo puse. No me jodas, que utiliza también el del Haru. Dale, vente, Haru. Showcase del Oni. A la mierda, se compró la skin nueva de Diluc. Sí, de verdad. Sí, la saqué. Ya. ¿Qué hizo? Ay. Juan este es C2 y sin chuse sí.
Light it up.
Lo voy a mostrar, se lo voy a mostrar.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
De verdad. Ese compa perdió el asegurado de Kazuha porque consiguió a Ito. Pobrecito.
The wind knows me.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go.
Into the wind.
Doble salto con Kazuha. Va a ser muy útil para la exploración. Voy a mostrarle a Heisu. Qué bellísimo.
Bring it on.
4 cargas.
Fracture. Confess.
Out of the way.
Entonces al final no necesito nada de esto. Ah, pero claro. Tengo que hacer, ahora voy a hacer mis semanales. Semanales. Joder, yo no entiendo por qué todos estos personajes piden pura serpiente de la cima. Ni siquiera esa serpiente de mierda da fragmentos de... Hay gemas de... por así decir, electro, a ver, anemo, hidro y otros elementos.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Come on out. Hey! Emerge. Hold the line. Let's move out.
Wow.
Covenant of the Deep.
Segunda fase.
Right now.
Ah, no,
Show
todavía no.
them. Emerge.
Falta uno. Bien.
Let's move out. Right now. Come on out. Right here. Rest and revenge. Teamwork is dreamwork. I'm always watching. Emerge. Speed of light. Right now.
Dance, my pretties.
Adventure time. Hold the line. Emerge. Show them. Right now.
Not every wound will heal.
Stand back. With sword comes shadow. Billowing wind. Come on out. Emerge.
No la maté, está ahí en el... ¡Ay, Dios santo!
Right here. Allow me. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Show them. Right now.
¿Dónde?
Who dares call me a witch? I never asked for redemption.
Listo. Raiden ahora. Ahí. Raiden ahora. Ya se podía aprovechar de sacar de una vez la miniatura esta ahí con Kazuha. Ahí está. Y saqué ahí pasé la miniatura. Mierda, me va a matar, me va a matar, me va a matar, me va a matar.
Right here. Come on. Emerge. Illusions of our destructions. Hold the line. Right here. Emerge.
Shattered.
Right here. Covenant of the Deep. Uphill battle. Allow me. Go in. Our hearing is right now.
Return to silence.
Right.
Oye, si eso como si eso me fuera a matar.
Let's move out.
Where did I go?
Rebuild.
Follows my blade.
Come on now. Emerge. I'm always watching.
Follow my blade.
Right now. Show them.
Teamwork is
Right
dreamwork.
here. Billowing spirit.
Touch all obstacles.
To the wicked!
Hold the line.
Furious.
Emerge. Come on now. Right now.
Final calamity.
Allow me.
Off we go. Perish.
Emerge. Show them.
Eternity is in my hand.
Right here. Come on out. Right now. Hold the line. A sight to behold.
Let's light it up.
Emerge. Show
Everybody
them.
stand.
Right now.
Bring rocket.
Está muerta. Vas a morir.
Emerge. Rebuild.
Off we go.
Right now. Come on out. Right here. Billowing spirit.
Adventure time.
A dormir.
Only emptiness awaits.
Ok. Voy a matar al lobo ahora. Aprovechar esta idea de poner miniatura de una vez. Listo, ya puse la miniatura. Mapa Mondstadt ahora.
Right now. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Mierda. Espérate, espérate. Perfecto. Tenía la... No, él tenía todo este tiempo el arma, por eso pegaba menos. Tenía otra arma.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Allow me! Nothing lasts
Everybody
forever.
stand back!
Right here.
Let's light it
Show
up!
them. Right now.
Eso.
Emerge. Come on out. Right now. Rest and rebuild! Emerge. Show them. Right here.
Let's light it up!
Allow me! Emerge.
Race to the wicked!
A coconut torrent! Bring refuge!
Perfecto. A ver qué eventos nuevos hay. Ah, todavía no está el... Ah, pero sí están las misiones legendarias. No llegó todavía el archipiélago. Allá va. No, el pase de batalla. Y el jefe, a ver. Cocina 20 platos, 3 peticiones, fabricar, bailar las velas a tetera. Lo monótono de siempre.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
Va a hacer las cacerías. Ah, sí, dale. Entonces ya me acordé que tenía... Gracioso ese Kazuha y Heisu nivel 1. Ah, creo que no puedo hacer... Creo que no me deja. Modo, nada más las cacerías. Mierda, creo que es inmune al electro. Espérate. Creo que es inmune al electro. Mierda, cámbiate rápido la vaina esa. Bien.
This will do!
Here comes the fireworks! Hold the line! A bit lighter, please.
Dog, break form! You win.
Misión nueva. Eso es nuevo. Brigada extranjera. Ah, el sabio ese. El de Fontaine. El de Tatarasuna. Hidro. Boom.
Allow me! Time for a light show!
Flames, purge!
Covenants of the Deep! The Super Priest!
muerto. Carajo, tengo que volver a cambiar a Yae. Cangrejo le voy a caer encima.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Stand back!
Waste to the wicked!
A sight to behold. Emerge. Come on out. Right now. Torrent, bring refuge! Rest and rebuild! Emerge. Show them. Right here.
Espérate, quiero ver tu skin. Se ve idéntica como en los... como lo vi ahí en los... No, aquí lo digo. Que ya los de tu hoyo están funando a los leakers. Ah, ya lo dije, puta madre. Creo que seguramente eso fue el YouTube. Pero ya que... lo que estaba haciendo, sino que ya lo hicieron. Bueno. Y a muchos le están ahí hackeando también las cuentas. El dibujo en la cutscene. Ay, mierda.
Come on out. Emerge. Allow me.
How's this?
Let's get down to business. Boom!
Covenants of the Deep! Rest and rebuild!
To the very... Finally,
Right here, right now, right here. Nothing lasts forever.
Ah, lol.
Emerge.
La última de ya el Nico está medio bugueada.
Fall before you leave.
No quedó nada más la escena. Ok. Y esa vista 2D, esa vista 2.5D. Ya habla rápido. Quiero esquipearte. No me importan ahí las pinches misiones de mundo. Otra más. Ok. Voy a hacer la diaria. Tengo que ser sigiloso. Y hay uno. ¿Y dónde está el otro? El otro está ahí.
Another test subject. That tingle?
Ah, bueno.
Emerge. Show them. Right now. Allow
Hacerlo lo más útil posible.
Billowing flames. Emerge. Come on out. Right now.
That tingle?
Ok, vámonos.
The wrong test subject.
Right here. Emerge.
Ok, sigamos. Es una prueba.
Right now. Show them. Rest and rebuild. I'm always watching. Emerge. Come on out. Right here.
Vaya. Vaya. Lol.
Torrent, bring refuge. Allow me.
Ok. Hecho. Siguiente. La pinche gata está de mierda. Miren, a cada rato anda apareciendo. Ya me está hartando. No me está apareciendo tampoco lo que quiero. Lo de la novela y el expediente Sango. Gata de mierda. No, ah, Dios santo. A coger el agua. Listo. Ah, me ayudó el 20. Mejor. Falta todavía uno más. Watatsumi. Ay, está un poquito lejos ese. Bueno. Ya después de aquí nos vamos a unos dominios y empiezo con las misiones legendarias.
Emerge. Show them. Hold the line. A sight to behold. Right now. Come on out. Right here. Covenant of the deep.
Tremendo daño hace tu Dilu. No, Haru. Aquí sería lo de la cuesta ahora. Mierda. Restaurante. Entró el Dilu sentado. Tremendo ese Dilu ahí en la cutscene. Qué carajo. Mierda. Es tremendo el Dilu. Ya se levantó. Hola Josué, bienvenido al directo. Uzumaki Heisu, rompiéndola. Tremendo. Sí, lo conseguí. Conseguí a Kazuha y a Heisu. Pero Kazuha este por el asegurado y el soft pity. Mira, aquí lo tengo. Ya va, voy a salir del restaurante. Ahí lo conseguí. Ya, tarda un poco ahí en cargar esta vaina. Otro diálogo de mierda. Habla rápido, Xavier. La señorita Paimon. Ok, ya acabamos la misión. Ah, ¿otro más? Hay en varias partes esta misión. Pero por lo menos hay 30 protos. No está mal. ¿Dónde está? Aquí está. Y ahí lo tengo. Kazuha y Heisu.
Bring it on! One with nature.
Oh, sí. Yashiro y Rito. Ay, es que el amigo Haru este ahí perdió el asegurado por que le tocó antes a Aratakito. Hasta le tenía el arma ahí lista este pana de aquí. El pana Haru. Pobrecito. No, que Jin de mierda. Ok. Pasa este. Yo perdí mi 50-50 con Kazuha. De aquí espero hasta el Arconte. Uff, ya veo. Bueno, en la 3.0 viene otra vez Zhongli. Y en la 3.1 o 3.2 viene Kusanali. Voy a tirar por ambos. Voy a tratar de conseguir a ambos. Porque me sobraron de lo que tiré, me sobraron ahí unos tiros. Voy a hacer el dominio. A ver qué utiliza este Kazuha. Yo creo que no me va a dejar ver. Ya voy a meterme un metico en el...
Let's light it up.
Ay. Voy a ver un momentico aquí en Joyo Lab. A ver qué es lo que necesita Heisu y Kazuha. Ok, Joyo Wiki. Para Gorou. ¿Qué utiliza Gorou? Pero en fin. Hoy es martes. Luz. Para Yaemiko y Raiden. Que utiliza Gorou. Luz. Gorou utiliza luz. Que utilizan Kazuha y Heisu. Ya va, me estoy fijando
Most
ahí en
humans
los
could have the
materiales que
entirety of their
necesitan
fleeting
estos güeyes.
lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Kazuha utiliza materiales del Iyue. Eso es curioso. Pero claro, salió antes de Inazuma, el güey. Oro. Esfuerzo. El que utiliza acá. Uy, tengo algunos libros. Me alcanza para subirlo un poco. Eso es bueno. A ver qué necesita. Vamos a meterlo. Transitorio. Utiliza Heisu. Como Yoimiya y Kokomi. Bueno, voy a por los de luz. Para poder terminar de coronar a mi Yaemiko. Triple coronarla. Y coronar un poco más a Raiden. Hola Douglas, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido al directo, pana. ¿Qué tal, joven?
Emerge. Show them. Rest and read. Come on out. Right here. Billowing surge. Everybody stand back. Nothing lasts forever. Show them. Right now.
Another test subject.
¡Que me patea, huevón!
Freeze!
¡Perro!
Bring refuge.
Listo.
The wrong test subject.
Cuatro oficinas concentradas. Ahí va la primera. Pura porquería. No joda. Como siempre. Ah, Haru salió. Hice lo que dijiste para recuperar mi cuenta, bro. Ah, ya veo. Ya veo, Douglas. Un momentico. Me faltan las peticiones ciudadanas, ir a las relajateteras. Un momentico. Ah, lo voy a subir. Que iba puedo hacer? Seguimos, Haru. Ah, sí, 3 más. Esto es nuevo. Obviamente tengo todas las misiones ahí. Todas las tengo hechas. Esto ya lo reclamé antes. Que eso en total te sube al máximo 2 o 3 artefactos de 5 estrellas a más 20. Y yo que esperaba proteger más. Coño, que es muy tacaño. Bien. Ya va. Ah, sí, es verdad. El nerfeo a los samuráis y a los espectros. Sí, es cierto. Nerfearon ahí a los espectros y a los samuráis. Algo es algo. Bien ahí, juego. Creí que fuera a gastar tu resina aquí cuando salí la pasada.
A sight to behold. Come on out, right now, right here. Covenant of the Deep.
Ah, se acabó atrás.
Emerge. Right here.
Bueno, ahora creo que hace menos daño.
Allow me. Show them. Emerge.
I'm ready.
Torrent, bring refuge. Let's move out. Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Tengo que todavía triple coronar a Yaemiko y subir un poco más a Raiden.
Emerge. Come on out. Right here. Right here. I'm always watching.
Ways to the wicked.
Covenant of the Deep! Everybody stand back! Allow me! Emerge. Show them. Right now.
Mátalo, Haru. Ya me acabó. Me voy. Ahora yo creo que me voy a la relajatetera y a hacer, además de reclamar monedas, hacer también lo de fabricar cosas por lo del pase de batalla. La visita de Jesús. Dale, buen provecho, Panaharu. Nos vemos después. Gracias por haberse pasado, joven. Ok, ya se fue. Ok.
This realm.
Gracias por el consejo. De nada, Douglas. Estamos aquí para ayudarnos, joven. Ah, mira, no había comprado esto. Sí, fabricar esto. Cinco de 10. Vamos a ver qué más fabricamos de aquí. Tengo mucho. Esto, el piso este. Sí, sí, compra, compra. Compra. Cómprame esto. Llama a comprarlo esto.
If you ever...
Es chido tu personaje. Gracias, Douglas. Ahí se me... Pero qué... Voy a cambiarle las alas. Voy a ponerle la de los de PlayStation. Y estos son los artefactos que les puse. Nada mal, la verdad. Tan decente. Lo suficientemente. Este lo tengo que cambiar. Ese lo tengo que cambiar. Ese cáliz. Está más o menos. Podría cambiárselo por esto.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Ponerle ese. Vendría bien algo de probabilidad. Pero no, es aquella que puse lo que pude. Que la verdad tengo pocos artefactos porque no me gusta tenerlo así repetido, por eso que tengo poco. Falta hacer las peticiones ciudadanas. Y reclamar lo del gremio, las gemas del gremio. Ok, 2 en el santuario Narukami y 1 aquí. Y voy a aprovechar de una vez mostrar todo el progreso que llevo hasta ahora. Bueno, y como pueden apreciar ahorita, soy un jugador con rango de aventura 58. Ese es todo mi progreso que he logrado. 630 logros y 6 estrellas ahí en el piso 12 del abismo. Llevo alrededor de 400 días jugando a este juego. Desde la 1.4. La otra misión es esta. Los demás están aquí, no hay necesidad de que las marque porque sé dónde están exactamente. Y ahí hago esa misión nueva de mundo. Y después ahí empiezo con las legendarias. Ah, no, tú no eres. Espérate, ¿dónde está? Dios mío, pensé que era el carajito ese. Está aquí. La nana esa del... Ya va. Canonana. Esa la que cuida a Sayu. Aquí. Está por acá. A la derecha. Aquí está. Ah, está ahí mismo. No jodas. Ah, pero se me olvidó también reclamar lo del gremio. Y lo del... las expediciones. Si es verdad. No vi las pasivas. Todavía no he visto las pasivas de Heisu. Está por aquí. Ah, lo llevo está ahí puesto. Coste de aguante. Al sprintar de todo del equipo. Este Kazuha también tiene lo mismo. 20%. Pero no es estacable. Estaqueable. Se le dice así. No es estaqueable. Así que si llevo estos dos, ese no se va a acumular.
Add as. Thank you for. Add as.
Ah. Esta señora. Toma su juego. Mierda, está aquí atrás. Ahora tengo que estar en el inventario. Vale, estoy listo. La escena fue perfecta. Literalmente le di ahí a lo primero. Playa. Varías. Creo que ya lo había visto antes. Pero con los que están aquí, ahí en el bar, en el naufragio.
Emerge. Come on out. Right here. Allow me.
The wind knows.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Show them. Right here.
You win this battle.
It's my lucky day.
What's one more opponent?
Right now.
Suffice.
Au.
Emerge. Come on out. Hold the line.
Into the wind. Never
Bro.
again.
Emerge. Torrent, bring refuge.
Cut now.
Nícer canadiense. Mierda, me voy a caer. Espérate. Ajá, el guión. Está bien. El canon.
Right here. Come on out. Emerge. Allow me.
I must withdraw.
Mucho diálogo por una película. LOL. Ah. ¿Qué carajo apareció aquí abajo? Ya no me voy a quedar sin aguante. ¿Dónde está la vaina? Aquí está, creo. ¿Cómo se cayó de ahí?
Follow the wind.
Ok. ¡Parkour! Está bueno el Kazuha para trepar. Muy bueno. Es seguro una tercera parte, ¿no? Ah, es toda la misión, ya se acabó. Y 70 protos. Así lo que compré en el... de la cafetera. Oh, esto es nuevo. Gracias, juego. Ok, ahora sí vamos a empezar con las misiones legendarias ahora. Kazuha. O... ¿Por cuál empezamos primero? ¿La de Kazuha o la de Heisu? Vamos a empezar con la de Heisu. Ah, ni siquiera había... Ah, no lo cuenta como misión aquí. Maldita estructura del argumento. Y la lucha por la redención. Estúpidas misiones de mierda. No me parecen las de la novela. No me parecen las del expediente Sango. Misiones diarias de los cojones. Lo peor. Y nada más estamos a 40 días antes de la llegada de Sumeru.
What if the Traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Ah, Traveler. Great, you made it.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Songo? Compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic. Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown. The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The General has gone missing.
If the General was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Songo's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizo. He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Songo, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Songo's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Needless to say, Songo and Heizo have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Songo, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Songo doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side. Actually, we get along great. But Songo has always asked me to keep my distance and not to act like I know him in public settings. So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin a few times. If it hadn't been for today's incident, well, let's not get into that. Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station.
To my superiors?
Ah, mierda. Por acá. Lol. Estaba probando ahí. Haciendo un poco de parkour con Kazuha.
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the So his name is Shikan. Her Excellency. Come to think of it.
Manda ahora para otro lado. Mucha vuelta, no me está gustando eso.
Time to go. Come on, you guys.
Está
I'm nothing but a
encerrado,
poor
huevón.
tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go. Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Trav. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here. Because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective.
¿Cómo lo sabe?
Can you guess what gave it away?
4 opciones. Lo dedujiste al escucharme hablar, ¿no?
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Oh, what? Paimon's just here to take a look.
Paimon.
And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried you might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be his voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food! No, wait! Oh, Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are...
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago. During Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying...
Okay.
Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Okay. Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air? What could it be?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? How about you, Trap? That was an unexpected response. It'd be right at home in a novel. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that... poof! So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that... Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve... Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember... So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle to... Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the...
Cuatro más. Sí, me parece demasiado fastidioso, pero realmente quieres quedarte aquí, te acompañaré.
You really care about others, don't you? You'll make an excellent partner. Well, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Hey, isn't this crystal mirror? Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango pearl!
So, have you found anything?
Médulas cristalizadas y perlas de coral. Para dar y regalar.
Yes, I've found pretty much the same. And there really are a lot.
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that went missing from the island! That's it! The Nobushi must have stolen them all!
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi would be very hard-pressed to find many opportunities.
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Nobushi...
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more precious commodity. Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sanganamiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered. Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, duh! The traveler is...
Voy a probar esta y ya lo...
Show them, right now.
The wind knows me.
Está cargada la última. 200 de maestría. Sí, ya tengo sus materiales. 9. Necesito un 9. Pero de ahí, de esos otros 9 más que tengo, puedo usarlos aquí, tener esto. Me faltan hongos. Necesito unos hongos más para subirlo, ascenderlo al máximo. Corte de viento, daño continuo, elemental adicional, energía elemental 60. Infligirá daño elemental adicional de ese tipo. De torbellino otorga 8 segundos todo miembro del equipo un bono de daño elemental, elemento que cambió torbellino por cada punto de maestría elemental que él tenga, no sea Kazuha. De esta manera tengo que ascenderlo loco al nivel al 70, tener esta pasiva. Con el primer ascenso, si usaran la elemental, este entra en contacto con alguno de los elementos. El siguiente ataque descendiente, tensión del carro realizando gracias de pensión. O sea, la elemental experimentará un cambio elemental infligirá adicionalmente un 200% de daño del elemento al que cambió. Este daño se considera daño descendente. El cambio elemental solo puede ocurrir una vez por cada uso de... Y la espada nueva, que están dando ahí por su misión legendaria, tiene... está especializada en daños descendentes. Hay daño en ataques en caída. O sea, pero bueno. A ver qué hay de Heisu. Dicen que la elemental de este güey, es de las más poderosas de los juegos. Que llega a 1000% de daño de la habilidad elemental. Que 1000%. Esto también. Está potente esta y sus constelaciones. Está potente la C1 de Kazuha. Mucha gente lo está constelando. Está tirando otra vez por él. Pero la otra mitad se están guardando las gemas para Sumeru. Bueno, el padre y la madre, y falta la hija, que es Cliff. Como el meme. Y yo la tengo desde la 2.0, desde su primer banner, mi primer promocional. Hay que cambiar los personajes.
The campaign begins.
Espérate.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Want me to come along?
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome. Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe.
That's strange.
Huh?
Okay.
Yep.
Could there have really been? He's responsible.
Great, thank you.
Hey, travel. General, you're dismissed, Chief.
Yes, General.
That's right.
Ya voy a empezar a skipear esta mierda.
I see. We had already.
And you're
Oh.
Actually,
it's a pleasure to...
yes.
But...
Yes, of course. The reports, it all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger, but unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further.
Given that Rito...
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Hayes. The recent end of... So...
I'm willing to assist, but...
Great! With both Detective Hazo and the Traveler on the situation is...
All right.
En el gachapón. El único que me falta es Heizo. De los 4 estrellas, Heizo. Y ya Toma, por otro lado, ya se está volviendo ahí como Bárbara. Es el que más sale ahora. Junto ahí con Bárbara y a ver quién más. Sinkyu me ha salido mucho últimamente. Sakarosa la tengo hace 6, pero no me ha salido casi. No, y Sayo también ha salido más seguido.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and
Hey! Why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not...
Let me ask you.
Huh?
My intuition...
What?
Good people can be deceptive, too. Well, Sanganamiya... But today he came...
Maybe that's...
Really? A more plot... Then he put up a
Whoa!
Actually, I sense some...
Something's...
Yes.
Whoa!
It's not that simple. Sure. It's simple. Bingo.
¿Hacia dónde, Heizo? Tengo que... pueblo este de Watatsumi. Por aquí será.
Wind Strider.
Todoroki, the
Hola
shipment has
Iván,
arrived and is ready for
¿qué tal?
inspection.
Good. Let's...
Bienvenido al directo.
Shh, keep quiet. Let's follow him and see where he leads us. Man alive.
What?
We strayed too far and now we...
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived.
Good.
Yo.
Shh, keep quiet.
Todo bien, bro, ¿y vos? Bien, también aquí haciendo las misiones nuevas en Genshin Impact.
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
Huh? The soldiers? Glaze lilies?
Lirio de cristal.
This box? Huh? Whoa!
De Sichin.
Chingshin?
So, did you find anything?
Wow!
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing. On top of that, how about you?
Iván Black dice, es muy complicado que se pase nuestro directo como te dije por la noche. Por el horario, por el tema del horario. Muchos deben estar trabajando y estudiando. Ya.
Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in retail. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. All right. In which case, I have a rough
Huh?
Oh no! We've been spotted!
Huh? Wait, Captain? Is that you?
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost mistook you for bandits. Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Hey, come on now. The Captain wouldn't forget. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since when we heard that you were coming here. We're fine.
No, you're not. According to the...
You're one to talk. Later, I found out.
What do you mean? And because the arrows were poisonous, the
Look on the bright side.
Yeah, I suppose...
He mentioned they were...
By the way, Captain, Her Excellence...
Yeah, he's... And his...
So, what are they called?
It's called chain...
Ah, right. I can't even imagine...
I see.
Oh, and you...
Ah, I see. Unfortunately...
I'm pretty sure I've already... Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose, using the opportunity to slip the...
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you?
Officer! Officer!
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead, Hat.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here, so the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up.
You picked...
well...
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't you see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
You just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating with his massive muscle and...
Okay.
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, I still remember, unfortunately.
Wait a...
Yep, no doubt. It was like...
Oh. Okay. It appears...
What?
Todoroki's now is hopefully my the question of I can feel some hopefully.
Creo que a las 8 del siguiente día.
Who are you?
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some...
You can't just go around
And what if I'm not?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this.
I'm off the scale, so the question is...
What are you...
Huh? Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Captain?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let...
But, no. This is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? A long-term goal of... I don't care if... Well?
I really...
Wait! Everyone, stand down!
General Goro!
My apologies. Traveler, Todoroki. The Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without him, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
But the question is, Goro, you can't grow my eldest you awarded, but no. If we detain them, we will set... I can...
It's a new commodity. Once the bill's in...
Oh, I wish I had known, you know, until the...
You mean you're...
Come on, you've been keeping me... I believe that I have... My pleasure.
Oh, you mean...
I suppose, as far as I know, I'm sure no...
Bla, 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 bla.
Well, it's up.
I'll hold you to that.
But today?
But it's because of you.
Wait!
What?
Hey, there you are. Come here, look. It's beautiful, isn't it? Watatsumi Island. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning... To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay? It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing... Yes, Watatsu, but what the that missing... Which is, I guess, when water... This... You know, even... But, of course... So I'll just... That way.
Okay. Bueno, voy a ir con la misión del Kazuha. Ni siquiera ni voy a hacer los otros finales del Heisu. Voy una vez con Kazuha. La misión legendaria de Kazuha.
We first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
Abrir y cerrar de ojos.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up?
Lol.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little!
Ow.
Right now. Right here.
Yeah. Billowing surge! Hold the line!
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animal vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Por fin dices algo inteligente.
Hey! Don't be mean! I'm on smart lots of the time! Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Por cierto, es que tengo una corazonada.
Oh? What kind of hunch.
Creo que ese tipo tiene una conexión especial con Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Su manera de luchar es parecida.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into... Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there. Kazuha is.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he...
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Pues de todo, la Sugar Raiden ha cambiado su mentalidad.
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and...
Mierda, está lejos también. Ah, pero vamos a aprovechar de comprar algunas cosas aquí. Manda al cuartel.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Ahí está Kazuha.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose—
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty. However,
I can assure you that with the Kaidahara clan, you will be able to lead a safe and prosperous—
I have grown yet my ancestors did indeed.
I sense him as— Should you
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was—
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Engaño.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well—
Yikes!
Okay.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was—
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter. And I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the... way.
Wind Strider!
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor.
You are too kind. We are...
Oh? Mr. Kaedehara, to be honest with you, some of them were...
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait.
Please, accept my thanks.
Of course. No matter what, we only... But I would...
Then let's put the Tenryo command.
It's true that if anyone had...
Uh-oh. Looks like the...
I still find it... Few people possess your prowess. I am well... It would cost me... For the poor victim.
Don't worry.
It seems you are every bit...
You flatter me.
Oh, let me tell you about...
Sure.
All right, then. One of them is a
no.
Right. 2 grown men going miss... I recalled this.
Understood. Though it seems...
Sure. Can't...
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by...
Sounds good.
Ah.
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Yes. You may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind, for only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
You overestimate. But let's get back on. We hope to assist.
Ah, yes. He didn't say a word, but I've done what
We heard that they...
Yes. I believe he went to collect the... Yes. Strange. If I had to get... He's never been... He is...
Truth be told, based on the evidence...
What? He is humble. Yes. But... I also can... Anyway...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that... Paimon doesn't...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid we don't have any with this in...
He'd always get... Everything was...
Uh-oh.
He lost his... Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. he wouldn't sell them. I'm happy he on the last day.
Whoa!
And that...
Actually, it did. You must... After I said that, his voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen? Had I not indulged his... And the next thing I heard...
I see. Ame no Yuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr.
At first, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. I don't know. Perhaps he's too... As long as he's...
Please don't get upset. If collecting... But the information...
A little
Let's try a change of scene. Rest assured.
Thank you.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the fire at the warehouse... Do you have it?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
That is the most likely conclusion based on... However, if this is indeed one fact, Mr. Nagata, the more I ponder it, the more puzzle... Right. Ame no Yuya...
Darn!
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma...
Okay.
Let's head out of the city. Wait, I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those... As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now. But I can still sense it felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami. Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy we should remain vigilant. And
so it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the... From what I've been... But Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder.
So what should we do next?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this.
What's down?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that...
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let quiet your mind. Time to go.
Esa es la visión.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion... quite
Whoa! Look at all those hilly turtles! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look. One with nature!
Ugh! Look at this red stuff!
By the looks of it, a letter, written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. Well... According to this letter, a conflict arose because Ame no Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to
So...
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and whatever traces there may have been of... Yes, if Ame no Right,
so let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised. For a practitioner, all the clues... I have a
Wait!
I believe so. On with the search.
Palmara. Allá.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
El samurai. Poseído.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before! What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Sure!
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years. Or rather, as a means to occupy Ame no Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy as a descent.
I presume it has some...
Indeed, he was a blade. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but...
So... swords can become...
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenome Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished you?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line.
You're...
After I returned to Inazuma, I just... At long last, Kaedehara... Now!
The wind knows me.
Allow me!
You shall rewrite history!
Now you shall perish!
Me! Join me and sever that divine light!
Illusion shattered!
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one!
Lost. I can never lose. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but he is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel. The end result is the same! I will end this wretch's life, and even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed in that regard.
Because all of that, I've been wondering, now that I've seen... After all...
Oh, that...
Only when Mr... Well, you were determined... I think you but the way I...
What would you know about any of this?
You returned to... Even if you were to sever that divine light. Sure, you and... How could you...
Silent! I must. I will concede.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to... I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. It is pointless.
How stubborn. I do not believe...
What?
Very well. Once we have dealt...
And as for your end of...
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the cursed blade. The power of the Tatarigami lies in it.
What?
Even if things... We have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful now.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but it's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you...
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it.
Wait a minute! Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
Ah, all right.
What about...
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he...
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a... Okay, fuck.
El dominio. Y es el mismo en el que estaba antes. El del primer acto de la Shogun Raiden. LOL. Lo reconozco.
Leave everything on this journey to me. Into the wind.
Finally. To the ferry. It's my lucky day.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your...
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, let's keep going.
Uy, 5 protogemas. Ya estoy viendo 6 cofres aquí escondidos.
It's my lucky day.
The wind knows. Into the wind.
Say no more. How's this?
Time to go. One with nature.
Let's get down to business. Going for distance.
Into the wind.
As one with wind and cloud.
One with nature.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to... He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Cofre. No puedo dejarme ninguno, porque si se me pasa alguno, aquí se queda en este dominio y no puedo volver más. Aquí hay otro. Lo sabía.
The wind knows it. One with nature.
Fall before me!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature. That hurts.
Cut down like this.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I've finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the only one who truly understood you. And
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from? Yup! We can
don't worry. It's just more...
Time to go down to business. How's this?
What?
The wind knows it.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenome Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination, the moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only... You have known this.
He gave me... How could I... I said to him...
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has no... When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and a newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desert. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but he felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation, so he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked
Ya llevamos
by the
3 horas
Tatarigami,
transmitiendo.
slowly turning his proud
3 horas ahí de
creation
directo.
into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct... Yes, time would not... He seems to have...
I once told the darkness, not only did...
You are finally seeing...
Since we agreed, but I still... So...
Hey!
It has to be done. My physical...
His attitude it. What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have I my fights with you.
Oh?
I will release. You must have...
Understood.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, if a duel can help to set this, I do not wish to be a mere victim.
There's no need to...
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could... In any case...
protogemas en total ahí en el dominio. Muy lineal estuvo. Oh my god. Una cosa que me mandaron aquí. Ok, sigamos. Un amigo mío sacó a Kazuha también. Seguro lo sacó ahí con Itlipiti. O sea, con pocos tiros. Seguro le tocó en la tirada 40. O antes.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down, even now. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
One with nature. Into the wind.
Ha perdido el poder. Ahora dice 0,0% ahí de ataque. Eso es curioso. Bastante curioso.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Ven, huevón.
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Thank you for the experience, although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away.
You also fought well. I'm sure there are a few things.
I must apologize to you.
You need not seek my... It is too...
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgression. I strayed I beseech you. Please understand this.
Yes. I too...
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish.
LOL.
Maybe we can go back there to get...
What does he...
I'm not sure.
Esto ya está igual como la quest de Yaemiko. Oh, la de Yaemiko fue mejor.
It's Yuya! You have returned! I am sorry to have tried. A prize? But I have some...
Really?
Yes. Badly wounded. And now that you...
I think I know.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your...
Yes. He said he wants to take...
What? No way!
He tells me that I have decided...
You... But...
Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin.
Cinemática.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
El meme. Coño.
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his fatal wish.
LOL.
Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why his conscience...
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them. I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by hearing his wish to rival the divine light. Touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Wait! Shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. And it's also...
Time to go.
Coño, a ver si puedo bulear un poco. Ah, está por acá, pero bueno. La estatua.
Ah, you've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your hair to...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need...
Great.
Where will you travel to next, Kaz?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beidou again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Sumero. Podría ser Sumero. Bueno, ya se acabó y conseguí la nueva espada. De una única refinación. Solo hay una sola copia. Verga. Todos los finales hechos. Tengo que hacer a los de Heisu. Plato especial de él. Ahora quiero hacer una cosa. ¿A quién le relaja tetera? que una cosa, voy a hacer una cosa. En vez de recoger ahora los cultivos estos. Bueno, esta es mi casa. Pido un tour rápido esta ahí para que la vean. Hola Tiago, bienvenido al directo. Ya casi está ahí, lo estamos terminando. La verdad todavía no ha llegado la isla nueva de la de la 1.6 en realidad. A los rituales. Voy a volver afuera. Tengo que hacer unas cosas.
This rep.
Voy a cambiar ahora para acá. Ahora les voy a enseñar un truco por si acaso no lo saben. Para conseguir ahí protogemas. Las protogemas ahí secretas. Pero tienes que tener ahí unos planos ahí en específicos para poder hacer eso. A ver. Ok, es aquí. Voy a hacerlo aquí. Aquí en conjunto. Tienes que comprar conjuntos ahí de regalo. Entonces por aquí ves el detalle y te fijas. Mierda, me falta... bueno. Ahí ya lo hice con algunos personajes. ¿Qué hizo? Es que en conjuntos no hay nada. Conjunto y de regalo. Pero me faltan 5 más de esta vegetación. a menos que haya... A ver si tengo... Dos solamente tengo. Tengo que comprarle más a Gordy.
This realm.
Ya, mañana le compro 3 más.
I do there was one ping and our that is what.
Ok. Bueno, voy a hacer los que pueda. Soy guardaespaldas. ¿Podemos jugar? Pásame tu ID. Te voy a pasar la mía. Mandes ahí solicitud. Bueno, bro, ya me retiro. Intentaré pasarme el más directo. Gusto y tener un buen día. Nos vemos, Iván. Muchas gracias por pasarte. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Voy a poner este. Tengo que poner aquí a Shinobu. Aquí anda. Ahí está.
I took a part-time job selling toys once. Barely managed to sell anything. And I got tons of complaints from the parents. Allegedly, my face mask and generally mean-looking demeanor was frightening the kids. It's funny because I distinctly remember hearing the kids say how cool I looked as they walked by. Whatever. It's in the past now anyway.
Te dan 20 protogemas o más, está ahí por eso, por hacer eso. Vamos con el siguiente. Ok, ya hice. Puedo quitar esto. Vamos con lo siguiente. Estoy aquí, no tengo ninguno de estos personajes. Aquí me falta. Poner a Kazuha, que ya lo tengo. Y estamos listos. Ahí me falta el Goro, no me ha tocado todavía. Aquí puedo poner a Heisu. ¿Dónde está? Creo que está por aquí. Está.
Uh-huh. An open-air hot spring. Judging from the amount of steam, I can reasonably infer that the water is perfect. When I'm soaking in a hot spring, my inspiration soars, like steam rising from the hot water. I gotta say, this is fantastic. Seems you really know how to live it up.
Todavía no me ha enviado ahí solicitud. O yo creo que no puede porque tengo el máximo de solicitud. Lo que podemos hacer ahí, Tiago, sería que tú me mandes tu UID y yo mismo me meto ahí a tu mundo. Eso también podemos hacer eso. Y yo mismo me meto. Guatagorou, Ayato, Ventitivo, Alredo, Cli, Xiao, Jutao, Shenge, Yelan, Songli, el Tartas. Ya estamos aquí listos, aquí afuera. Vamos ahora adentro de la casa. Ahí conseguí ahí unas 40 protogemas. Eula, me falta. Voy a ver si próximamente tiro esto ahí por Jutao, pero mi prioridad ahora son los arcontes, Songli y Kusanali.
Wow! The layout and style here really are something. All that's missing is some special lighting. But the room really has a certain intrigue to it. Imagine, poof, the lights go out. Bang, bang, bang! A knock at the door. Suddenly the wardrobe starts creaking. It'd be a great setting for a murder mystery party, don't you think?
20 protogemas más. ¿Me puedes ayudar a hacerme? Sí, te ayudo. Te puedo ayudar en todos esos bosses, todo lo que quieras. Solo pásame ahí tu UID para meterme de una vez. Mientras estoy aquí reclamando unas protogemas. Kazuha.
A tranquil tea house with finely crafted ornamentation and the scent of tea lingering in the air. The atmosphere here is truly delightful. When you can spare the time, why not join me to discuss our favorite poetry over tea?
Ok, Kazuha listo. Falta... el tuyo comienza en 7. Eres de Europa. Y yo soy de América. Dios mío. ¿Por qué? Hubieras dicho que eras de Europa. Porque no hay... O sea, estoy yo en América y tú estás en Europa. No podemos jugar. No te puedo, la verdad, ayudar si eres de Europa.
There are more books here than I
Tendría que
expected.
estar en América.
And a wide range of genres, too. Huh? Wow, you even have reference books. Just from flipping through, they look pretty interesting. You know, I feel right at home here. Actually, I think I might settle in for the long haul, if it's alright with you.
Listo. Estamos listos aquí. Ok. acá. No, ya estamos listos aquí. Bueno, voy a ir a mis otras teteras. Voy a ver unas cosas. Oh, bueno, no. Yo creo que... voy a mostrarles ahí rápido... Ah, bueno. Voy a mostrarles rápido ahí... Ah, me fui aquí. Un parkour. Ah, ya, perfecto. El cielo. Fue que lo bugueé. Y todavía se puede seguir haciendo ese truco después del mantenimiento de la tetera durante toda la 1. Ay, la 2.6. Bueno, más algo que hice.
This rap.
Bueno, ya vamos a terminar. Uy, Dios santo, casi se me cae el control. Casi se me cae el mando. O sea, lol. Por poco. Casi se me cae el control. Y ahí vamos a culminar a lo grande. En fin. Bueno, esta es mi relajatetera ahí principal. Les muestro ahí la primera parte. Con baño caliente incluido.
Time to go.
Y una excelente vista. Mostrarles rápido ahí la tetera. Tremenda, ¿dónde está? Rip Paimon. Práctica de tiro de globos, el perro, el evento de las flores, mis plantaciones, una mansión aquí. Bueno, más minijuegos, una Paimon, santuario, lo del evento del Inodori, el festival de Inodori, muñeca está ahí de la Shogun. Y aquí hice una especie de el juego del calamar. Y comienza y termina allá. Y aquí tengo el árbol por explorar, todo Inazuma. Bueno, y eso es todo. Bueno, hasta aquí llegamos. Esto sería todo por hoy. La verdad que estoy muy satisfecho de que me haya salido ahí rápido Heisu, conseguir ahí a Kazuha, y ahora toca esperar, está ahí por los demás arcontes y Sumeru. Y mañana, si es que llega pronto el archipiélago de las manzanas doradas,
and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Le voy a hacer directo ahí al archipiélago y voy a explorarlo todo. No voy a parar hasta explorarlo todo. Y después ahí hago el aviso. No he hecho tampoco las pruebas de personaje. Pinche Klee. Está Klee y Yoimiya. Klee y Yoimiya próximamente van a ir al permanente. Ténganlo ahí por seguro. Klee y Yoimiya. Y con el Tartas y con el Albedo. Hi. LOL. Confuso. Ya hasta aquí llegó el directo de hoy. Y espero que la pasen una feliz tarde. Gracias por pasarse. Así que nos vemos. Dale like, suscríbete a mi canal y nos vemos.